Manny Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia in May? Question mark. Before I get into that, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can get updated when I drop the newest content like this. And most of all, least of all, hit the thumbs up because that's what helps me out the most with the algorithm. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, Manny Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia. We all know what this is. It's a tune-up for Manny because Mikey Garcia stands zero. Let me say it one more time. Zero chance to beat Manny Pacquiao. There is no way Manny Pacquiao loses to Mikey Garcia. I'm going to say this right now. If Manny loses, then he got old overnight. That's the only way he could lose. The only way he could lose is if Father Time creeps in and touches him on the shoulder and says, slow down. That's it. Other than that, Manny is going to destroy Mikey Garcia if this fight happens. I don't really want to see it. First off, Mikey's not a welterweight, okay? First and foremost, he got embarrassed by Errol Spence Jr. All he did was go into flight mode. He got in there with them, realized, oh shit, I can't fight with these top guys. And then for the rest of the fight, he did everything he could do to disengage with Errol Spence Jr. The biggest difference here is he's not going to be able to do that against Manny Pacquiao. If he tries to disengage, Manny's going to stay on top of him. Manny is very mobile, very quick in straight lines. He's not as good in lateral lines, meaning cutting off the ring side to side, but he's very good at coming directly at you. And once he gets on top of you, circling around you with weird angles where he throws punches from. Angles that you wouldn't think the normal punch could come from. I mean, even whenever I look at Mikey Garcia and I look at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, yeah, he hasn't fought for what? It'll be 2 years. But, I mean, since he whooped Keith Thurman, you know. But the thing I look at is when you look at Manny, he's in shape. He's always in shape. Mikey Garcia, this dude done blew up. It looked like somebody pumped helium in his mouth. Like, he doesn't even look like a professional fighter. He looks like some dude's drunk uncle at a barbecue. That's what Mikey looks like right now. He doesn't look in shape. He doesn't look like he's been staying in shape. He doesn't look like he's even been fighting. So, I mean, we all know what this is. I know Manny said that he wanted to have 2 fights this year because a lot of people have commented, told me that. And maybe this is his first one, but I will say this. Manny also said that his next fight was to build his legacy. I don't see how beating Mikey Garcia builds your legacy. Yes, Mikey was a multi-divisional champion, but how good was he really? How good was he really? How good was he really? I mean, there's certain guys that Mikey could have fought along the way that he didn't. And I'm not going to get into this video to bash him, but we all know there's certain champions that he either moved up in weight to avoid or just didn't fight him. So, again, I don't like the fight at all because I keep coming back to this because it's the most current thing to come back to. It's like Yildirim all over again. That's what Mikey's going to look like. He's going to look like Canelo versus Yildirim because he's going to get pieced up. This isn't, you know what? I take back what I said earlier. It doesn't even matter if Father Time touches Manny Pacquiao on his shoulder and says, slow down, he'll still beat Mikey. Manny is too good for Mikey Garcia. He's too good. Even if he gets old overnight. Even if he can't even walk to the ring anymore and he's rolling down there with a walker with some tennis balls on it. He would still get in that ring and beat Mikey Garcia because he's that much better than him. It's just plain and simple. And so I'm hoping that this is just like people like to say, I hope Mikey's capping. I hope he's pulling a Ryan Garcia talking about a fight that's not going to manifest because I really don't want to see Manny fighting the types of fights that Mayweather did on his way out. I understand that, you know, it's a business. You need to make money. By all means, make money to feed your family. And in Manny's case, feed your country because he gives a lot of money away, which is great. I mean, that's very noble to do that. But it's just Mikey is not cut from the same cloth as Manny. So if it happens, I can't be truly mad because he's been out of the ring for so long, and it's just let's not sugarcoat it. We're coming back to what I said. It's just a tune-up. That's all this is. It's a tune-up fight. But the only reason why I'm saying I don't want to see him do this is because, in my opinion, at 42 years old, your time is limited. I mean, you're really coming to the end of your career. And the question is, do you want to waste a fight that's going to take away from what you have left? In other words, Manny may only have 1 to 2 fights left in his career, okay? Do you want to waste your last fight on Mikey? Hell no. Do you want to waste one of your last 2 fights on him? I don't know. I really don't know because, again, it's just, if Manny was younger and was going to be fighting for another 5 years, who cares? By all means, get in there, beat him up like you're going to beat him up, and call it a day. But I just, knowing that he has limited time and knowing Mikey stands no chance, it's just, I feel like Manny could get better work with sparring partners than he can in a real fight against Mikey. I feel like the training camp is going to be harder training for Mikey than fighting Mikey's going to be. I really do. I really do. We're talking about a guy who struggled with Vargas. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Manny, whatever you do, you deserve it. If you fight Mikey, I understand why you're doing it. I really do. You've been out the ring for a long time. You're looking for a little can to din up, and that's what you're going to do. But I don't think that this is going to be a competitive fight. I think this is a fight where Manny just Hulk smashes, and he's going to look like a vintage Manny Pacquiao because there's nothing Mikey Garcia is going to be able to do. Mikey's not going to be able to beat him in the pocket. He's not going to be able to beat him from mid-range. He could try to fight him at long range, but Manny's going to be too good at switching levels, bobbing and weaving. He's going to get in on him, so he's not going to be able to keep him at long range. And then he's not going to be able to run from him. There's not one aspect of this fight that I think Manny loses to Mikey at. That's just the bottom line. So this is my pre-fight breakdown. If this happens, including the prediction, I'll do another breakdown. But the bottom line is going to be that Manny is going to whoop Mikey Garcia. He's going to whoop him. It's going to be easy. Easy night. Easy night for him. Like I said, the training camp, the sparring in there building up to the fight is going to be harder than the actual fight. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all like this fight? Do y'all think he needs a tune-up? Or do y'all think he should fight a harder fighter, being that he is older and he doesn't have that many fights left, realistically speaking? Again, hit up the comment section. Let me know what y'all think.